rule over the animal kingdom from Pride Rock. King Mufasa and Queen Sarabi's newborn son, Simba, is presented to the gathering animals by Rafiki the mandrill, the kingdom's shaman and advisor. Mufasa's younger brother Scar, however, covets the throne. Mufasa shows Simba the Pride Lands and forbids him from exploring beyond its borders. He explains to Simba the responsibilities of kingship and the circle of life, which connects all living things. Scar manipulates Simba into exploring an elephant graveyard beyond the Pride Lands. There, Simba and his best friend, Nala, are chased by a clan of spotted hyenas led by the ruthless Shenzi. Mufasa is alerted by his majordomo, the hornbill Zazu, and rescues the cubs. Though upset with Simba for disobeying him and putting himself and Nala in danger, Mufasa forgives him. He explains that the great kings of the past watch over them from the night sky, from which he will one day watch over Simba. Scar visits the hyenas and convinces them to help him overthrow Mufasa in exchange for hunting rights in the Pride Lands. Scar sets a trap for Mufasa and Simba, luring Simba into a gorge and having the hyenas drive a large herd of wildebeest into a stampede to trample him. He informs Mufasa of Simba's peril, knowing that he will rush to save him. Mufasa saves Simba but ends up hanging perilously from the gorge's edge. Scar refuses to help Mufasa, instead sending him falling to his death. He then tricks Simba into thinking that Mufasa's death was his fault and tells him to leave the Pride Lands and never return. He orders the hyenas to kill him, but Simba escapes. Unaware of his escape, Scar tells the Pride that the stampede killed Mufasa and Simba, and that he had not arrived in time to save them. Scar steps forward as the new king, allowing the hyenas to live in the Pride Lands. Simba collapses in a desert but is rescued by two outcasts, a meerkat and warthog named Timon and Pumbaa. Simba grows up in the oasis with his two new friends and other animals, living a carefree life under the motto, Hakuna Matata, no worries, in Swahili. Meanwhile, Scar attempts to convince Sarabi to be his queen, but she refuses. A grown-up Simba rescues Timon and Pumbaa from a hungry lioness, who is revealed to be Nala. She and Simba reunite and fall in love. Nala urges Simba to return home, telling him that the Pride Lands have become a drought-stricken wasteland under Scar's reign. Still feeling guilty over Mufasa's death, Simba refuses and leaves angrily. He encounters Rafiki, who tells him that Mufasa's spirit lives on in Simba. Simba is visited by the spirit of Mufasa in the night sky, who tells him that he must take his rightful place as king. Realizing that he'd been running from his past for too long, Simba decides to return to the Pride Lands. Aided by his friends, Simba sneaks past the hyenas at Pride Rock and confronts Scar, who is attacking Sarabi. Scar taunts Simba over his supposed role in Mufasa's death. He then reveals to Simba that he killed Mufasa. Enraged, Simba tells the truth to the Pride. Scar attempts to defend himself, but his knowledge of Mufasa's last moment, despite previously claiming that he arrived too late at the gorge, exposes his role in Mufasa's death. Timon, Pumbaa, Rafiki, Zazu, and the lionesses battle the hyenas while Simba corners Scar near the top of Pride Rock. Scar begs for mercy and blames his crimes on the hyenas. Simba spares his life but orders him to leave the Pride Lands forever. Scar refuses and attacks Simba, but Simba throws him off the cliff after a brief fight. Scar survives the fall but is mauled to death by the hyenas. who overheard him betraying them. Afterwards, Simba takes over the kingship and makes Nala his queen. With the Pride Lands restored, Rafiki presents Simba and Nala's newborn cub to the assembled animals, continuing the circle of life.